Hello, you're watching my YouTube channel. I am your host, Kamran Arshad. Today, I have invited a guest in this vlog, and I am going to I'm going to discuss her life, her visions, her goals, and most importantly, her field. Hi, and welcome. We are delighted to have Saima Said here today with us. Miss Saima, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much, Kamran. It's a pleasure. I'm on this show, and thank you very much for the opportunity.
Pleasure, ma'am. Pleasure. Same feelings for you. But to start this podcast with this interview properly, before this interview, could you please tell us
Mm-hmm.
what actually inspired you to pursue a career in your field? As far as I know about you, when I have reviewed your profile and I came to know that you have a lot of potential and you are doing a great job for the society, for the people who are working with you, who are around you. Why did you decide
Mm-hmm.
that you have to be a working woman?
Well, obviously, being an economically, empowered woman in current times is really important. It gives you an opportunity to make decisions for yourself, which is, really important. It's a huge power that, one should have, a woman should have in today's world, and especially in a country like Pakistan. As far as you talked about, what inspired me to get into this field is that I started writing back in 2012,
Hmm.
2013, and it was just that I was experimenting. And one of my uncles, who he's an avid reader, he loves to read books, and he just came across a diary, one of my diaries, in which I was writing, and he read it, and he said that you do have potential, that you can write. So that's how I started writing. And at that time, I used to write personal essays and reviews, movie reviews, and then I realized, when my uncle, he told me that why not, you should start a blog or something. And
Okay, there
I
was a
didn't,
person who actually guides you, who suggests you
obviously,
that you are
yeah,
made for this, right?
yeah,
That's
obviously.
why I asked that
So
question.
okay. So that's, I realized that this can be, I could pursue it professionally. So then I started writing blog posts, web content, and newsletters. So that's what pivoted me into content writing. Yeah.
Then why this field? I mean, you can go in every field, right? You can become a good motivator. You can join a media field as well. There are a lot of potential. You can get the space because you have a confidence, you have communication skills. So why
Mhm.
you have chosen this field? Because of your uncle who has suggested you at the time, and there was no
No, I
person who
think
guided you that you can pursue the media as well.
no, I think that I should pursue it professionally. So you
Hmm.
could say that he was kind of a force behind it. But yeah, you could say that he was a force behind it, and I then that was me, that I worked hard, took guidance from a few mentors, read books, and that's where I am today. That
Okay,
I'm here
you
on this platform and you're interviewing me. I think I might have achieved
Miss
something.
Amir, you have mentioned one word which provokes me to ask a question.
Sorry.
I don't know it is relevant for this podcast or not, but I'm going to ask that. You have mentioned a word. The word was mentor. If a person who doesn't have a mentor in his life, can he be successful in his life, or everyone needs mentor in the life? I'm talking about the mentorship.
No, no, I don't think everyone needs a mentor in their life. I mean, it depends on the person. Some people, they do, have that kind of what you could say. They do have that much awareness that they can navigate through life, and find out what's professionally the right field for them. But yeah, some people, they do need some guidance. I wouldn't say guidance, it wasn't guidance, but he just said that you could pursue it professionally, maybe write a book or something. So that's what I started. Maybe I'll write a book someday, but yeah, right now I'm just
Then
pursuing
how do you navigate
this.
that
Yes.
this kind of person needs a mentor and this kind of person he doesn't need a mentor? And if you suggest
I
me,
think that
I need a mentor in
uh-huh.
my life. And what
Do,
role
well,
can he play?
well, I think I can differentiate in between the two. I think that depends on the person. I think they are, aware enough to that they know it, that what is, how they can pursue their life professionally. Do they need someone? I mean, they can ask for it, or I mean, if they do have some exposure, if they do have much exposure, then they can surely, they do know that where they should be moving, and what choices they need to make to be professionally
But,
successful.
but actually, this is not the answer of my question. My question is that do I need a
Okay.
mentorship in my life? As far as you know about me, what I am doing in my life,
You're
and
asking about yourself?
yeah, now specific, I'm asking about myself because you are here. So I
Uh-huh.
am actually utilizing my time to get everything from your side, even the energy as well.
I don't think you need a mentor. I think you're pretty, aware, and you are, capable to, you might have some inspiration in the field of journalism, I
Yeah,
would say,
definitely.
that could have that could have helped. But as far as, some, maybe someone in your life who pushed you into this, or maybe, who helped you walk through this, and, I don't think that would have been the case, but the rest you could tell if this is the case or not. But I think you don't need a mentor. I think where you're going, and what your, career path in the future would be.
Thank you so much. All right,
No
let's
problem.
move on. Move on to your
Hmm.
field.
Sure.
I'm about to bounce you. So you are ready for that?
You're going to do what? Sorry.
Bouncer to you.
Okay.
Bouncing
Sure. Go ahead.
questions.
Okay. Sure.
Okay, Miss Simon, can you share a piece of content you have
Hmm.
created that effectively drove engagement or conversations? If yes, then what strategies
Uh-huh.
did you use to achieve that result?
Uh-huh. I've basically, what I've done is that I've written, the most of my content has been, because my field, my favorite niche has been interior design and remodeling. So
Hmm,
I have written mostly on that. And a month back, a month back, I wrote a blog which was named Five Smart Bathroom Upgrades
hmm,
that add value without breaking the bank.
hmm,
So it was a blog that, really clicked with the readers, because what it focused on was that, it gave the common problem that it focused on was that how can you get a stylish bathroom without
hmm,
spending a lot. And what I did was that, I did all the did research, quite a bit of research, and then, I looked for the right keywords, and I also added, the right kind of images, high quality images.
hmm,
And that's about it. For instance, the images, the keywords that I came across that people are, finding, are using to research, are
hmm,
such as the smart bathroom remodel. So
hmm.
I use that keyword a lot in my blog. Um, I wouldn't say keyword stuffing, but yeah, the amount of the keyword density that should be in a blog. And post that, I shared the blog and, different various social media platforms, such as it was Facebook and, Pinterest, and yeah, it gained a lot of traffic.
What you are doing, it's amazing. But the question is
Oh,
that when you are doing your work with dignity
uh-huh.
and the passion, so did you ever feel any difficulty to doing that, or did you ever get bored for that with that?
Creative people like writers, they do get a writing. I mean, they
Hmm,
do get a block. They do get a writer's block, and you know what? Obviously, what you need to do is you need to read more to, get out of it, and, come up with new ideas. So yeah, I think it happens with everyone at some point in their professional life, that yeah, they don't get ideas, they get stuck. And the reading is, for writers, obviously reading is one of the ways in which you can, get rid of it and move ahead.
do you get bored with your work, or you just enjoy all the
um
time?
Not much, not much. I don't get bored. As I said, that I used to write back when, years ago I started writing. So
Hmm.
I don't get bored much. I don't.
That's
And
amazing.
since,
That's amazing. This is
uh,
the motivation I'm getting from your side because I get bored when I have to do the same work continuously, and I get bored actually.
uh-huh.
What is in it for
Okay.
me, and what is it funny for me? I'm a
Okay.
jolly
Okay.
person.
I get that.
Okay. How do you ensure your copy aligns with a brand's voice while also being
Uh-huh.
persuasive and engaging for the target audience?
Mm-hmm.
What is your perspective?
Well, every writer has his or her own strategy, but over the years in the field, what I've learned is, and what I do is that you always, whenever you're writing a blog or whatever piece of content you're writing for a brand, what you need to do is that you need to learn about the brand style. For instance, if I'm writing for any brand, be it say for an interior, for a home remodeling brand, what I do is that I see the mood of the website. If it's friendly, professional, or whatever.
Hmm.
So and what I do for that is, I go through their website, I go through their social media, look at the past content, and then I assess what the voice of what the voice is.
Hmm.
And then is really it gives me clarity and is really helpful in creating the content.
Hmm.
For instance, if a brand is friendly and it's kind of, you could say it's down to earth, so I would be writing it like if I'm giving some advice to a friend or a neighbor, so that's what my strategy is. So basically, I would conclude by saying that it's simple, action and driven, language, which encourages the audience.
And can you describe a social media campaign you managed from start to finish, and what were the key metrics you focused on?
Mm-hmm. I remember that I ran again. It's the niche is remodeling. There was, I remember I ran a campaign on. It was on Instagram. I
Hmm.
remember probably on Facebook as well, but I do well remember that it was for Instagram, and that was 7 day kitchen transformation ideas.
Hmm.
I think, yeah, it was on that. And and what we did during that campaign was that we used to share a tip of, a tip and a before and after photo of the remodels that were done. And what I did was that, I used to create a content calendar
Hmm.
for daily posts. And I used clear visuals and captions for that. I remember there were and call to action, of course. For instance, I remember the call to actions that I used were, save this idea or save this step. And then obviously, when you used to get comments, you have to obviously respond to it, or if there are any queries, you have to answer those. So I think there was that campaign. I think it there were. I mean, as far as I remember, there was, I think, 30 to 35% engagement there was,
Hmm.
and it generated many client leads.
And how do you adapt your writing style for different platforms, such as blogs, social media, and email newsletters?
Mhm. For instance, for blogs, obviously, you have to adopt a friendly and informative tone,
Hmm.
and headers and images are obviously they should be included. As
Hmm.
far as social media is concerned, so you have to use, it should be short and punchy. And what I use for social media are, questions and emojis and hashtags. And as far as newsletters are concerned, they have to be, made personal, such as you're talking to a friend, and using catchy subject lines. So that's about it.
Hmm. And what techniques do you use for refresh your mind? I mean, if you find a
Uh-huh.
time, what do you do for
Mhm.
fun?
Sorry, could you repeat the question?
Yes, I can. Actually, I'm asking if you find a time for yourself, what do you do for
Uh-huh.
fun?
What do I do for fun? I watch movies. I do a lot of cooking. Cooking is one of my favorite hobbies,
Hmm.
and I go through as far as writing is concerned.
If it's
But
your
if,
if
as I
it's
said that,
if cooking, if cooking
Mhm.
is your hobby, then when you are
Yeah.
going to invite me?
Sure, whenever you're free, you can just WhatsApp me and I'll invite you the same day or maybe the following.
Jazakallah, Jazakallah.
Thank
Okay. Ms. Saima, what techniques do you use to research and understand your
you.
audience
Mhm.
before creating content or copy?
You obviously you have to start by asking questions, such as what is the biggest home remodeling challenge, you could say. Then there are what styles or trends do they like, are they interested in, and
Hmm.
what platforms do they use the most. So
Hmm.
that's about it. And what besides that, what I do is I use client surveys and interviews. Then there are social media comments and reviews, which give you a lot of information. And there are different forums, Facebook forums on home remodeling. And there are different keyword tools that you use. So that's about it.
And if I ask you, what's the most least favorite part of a job? What is that?
What is my most least favorite part of my job?
Yes.
Yeah, the writer's block, as I said. When you get stuck, you're not getting ideas. That's the only part. uh,
And what's the favorite one?
Favorite one is basically the research part, when you're getting ideas, and the client feedback. When you get a positive client feedback, that's
We're talking about
the
the
best part.
research one, that is the most favorite part of your job, right? But when I
Yeah,
have to
yeah.
research on some topics, of it's the boring and
Mm-hmm.
least favorite part of my job that I have to
Uh-huh.
research because I'm very bad in it. Yes, I do.
Uh-huh.
I try to do my best, and I have done a lot of
Uh-huh.
podcasts with the international media and as well. But my point is that if you're talking about specific research, I'm very bad in it. Any suggestion for me?
Oh,
How, what is the best search engine for research of any topic?
I think Google. I use Google mostly, and I would recommend that Google is the best search engine to research.
Ms. Ahmed, thank you so much for joining us today. It was really wonderful having you here and learning from your
Sure.
experiences. But before I
Thank
wrap
you.
up, is there
Mhm.
anything else you would like to share with our audience or any message?
I think whoever wants to come into I would just, want to, if there's some sort of message that I can give to, the newbies, or who are, aspire to achieve something in the field of writing. What I would say is that, you have to work hard, because it's really like any other field in Pakistan and worldwide. It's a really competitive field. So, you need to be exceptionally well in this to make your mark in it. So work hard, as there is no shortcut to it,
Any
and
message
read
or
as much as you can.
any suggestion for me?
Any message? It was a really great experience, and once again, I'm really, it's a pleasure being on your podcast. And do invite me if you uh, need me again, or if in whichever way I can help you to improve your podcast or whatever. That's it.
Thank you so much. I have a plan to invite you for another episode because I have planned to. We can do a series of podcasts for the people who wants to do something
Mm-hmm.
extraordinary in their life and who wants to
Mm-hmm.
serve for the nation, for the country. So we are here to help them.
Mm-hmm.
And might be
Mm-hmm.
this is the reason that I have made this channel and I invite people from different backgrounds, from different fields, that they can share their
Mm-hmm.
experience in front of the people and
Mm-hmm.
definitely, if someone wants to change his or her life, they can watch the
Mm-hmm.
podcast, they can get the techniques to use in their life,
Mm-hmm.
and they can be successful, the
Mm-hmm.
people you are.
Mm-hmm. That's great. I agree. I agree.
Thank you so much once again. Have a lovely day, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Take
I'll be
care. Allah
looking forward
Hafiz.
to the. Okay, bye bye.
Sure. Take care. Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.